So now it is my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker for this morning. She is a Buffalo native with over 40 years of ministry experience. She has preached across the U.S. and Canada, in churches, prisons, and on radio and TV. A former pastor, a national evangelist, and a Science of Mind practitioner. She blends biblical wisdom with metaphysical insight. This morning, her lesson will be titled Enthusiasm, the Power of Divine Alignment. We are so delighted to welcome back Pastor Gwen Curry.
Good morning. Now we got to practice. How you doing? Living. Yes. Okay, so we got to do it one more time. How y'all doing? Living. Yes. So we're on a journey together, the journey that we call life. And I'm so excited to be here that I know exactly what to do. I am, first of all, grateful for all of you and for my friends and family, Brenda, Keisha, for Kenny, and Caron, and all of you. It is an honor to be able to talk to you and to embrace you with the love of God and with the message that has been given to me, this download. And I just woke up excited. I was so excited, I was like dancing and shouting and listening to my, gospel music that the time went by. I said, wait a minute, I'm supposed to go on over to the church. I got to do this morning. So this morning, enthusiasm, I didn't even know that, it was in the little book here, the Daily Word, that today is the day of joy. And I dance in the fountain of life. So that's why I was dancing this morning, because I was dancing in this fountain of joy, peace, love, and tranquility that was flowing, not on me, not outside of me, but it was making its way through me. There is a fountain on the inside of us that never runs dry, that can give us everything that we look for out here. It has to burst forth from in here. There's only one power. There's only one presence. And this power and this presence is God. And it's not God and Gwen anymore. It used to be, but now it's God as Gwen. So when Gwen shows up, God shows up. So it's not two of us, there's one. There's only one power. So I want you to turn and tell your neighbor, this is call and response. Turn and tell your neighbor, there's only God as, and say your name. There's only God as, yes. Yes. So this power, I'm excited. I'm so excited. This power is not next to you. This power does not visit you. This power is in you, and you carry it everywhere you go. And that is what we're in unity. Christ lives in us. God is in us. The Holy Spirit is in us. You have in you everything you need to walk this earth as God. Don't get scared. When more people come in, that's more power coming in, more of God coming in. So we take, back in the old church, they used to sing a song, take the Lord along with you everywhere you go. Then the next verse say, you're going to need him everywhere you go. But now I learned that I do take God everywhere I go, because God is evenly permeated through every muscle, tissue, and cell of this body. And your body, yes, evenly. There's just as much of God in your liver as it is in your kidneys. It's, it's enough of God to keep you moving and breathing. But the interesting thing, a lot of times we just use God to do certain things, but God is present for everything. There is no place where God is not. There is nothing you can't be, do, or have. I only teach 3 things. I bring it out in different ways, but I teach what you could do, what you could be, and what you could have. So say it with me again. God is within me. Lay your hands on yourself and say, God is within me. Now today, we're talking about enthusiasm. Not hype, not a temporary excitement, but it's something deeper. Oh, slide number 2. Anyway, I might not go along with the slides. But anyway, the word enthusiasm comes from entheos, meaning God within. Now, I didn't know that. I never heard of that. But I got a download a few days ago to talk about enthusiasm. Then when I did my study, I found that it comes from the word entheos, meaning God within. So there's this enthusiasm that comes from within. The God within you is excited. Now, you might be a bore. You might be totally disgusting. You might be totally a drag. You know, just sit at home and watch TV and don't do nothing else. But there is this power. There is this presence in you that's leaping up and down, wanting to get out and live. Turn and tell your neighbor, get out and live. Get out of there. Say, one more, say, come on out. Come on out. Now, we used to, before I knew about God being in me, we used to, in the Pentecostal church, we used to cast the devil out. But we don't do that no more. But we tell ourselves to come on out of here. Come out of me. Come out with life. Come out with joy. Come out with intellect. Come out with power. Come out with presence. Come out with purpose. Come out with love, compassion, with a fervency. Oh my God, this is so exciting. And be diligent about enthusiasm. You know, I just decided the other day, I said, I'm going to be enthusiastic. Now, if you don't want to be enthusiastic, that's your problem. But I'm enthusiastic. So be enthusiastic. So I got a cheer. I got a cheer. It says, I'm enthusiastic, so be enthusiastic. I'm enthusiastic, so be enthusiastic. I'm enthusiastic. Okay, we're going to go over it one more time. I'm enthusiastic, so be enthusiastic. I'm enthusiastic, so be enthusiastic. I'm enthusiastic. Woo! Don't you feel better? Woo! Sometimes you got to shake out the cobwebs before you can get where you're going. Okay, so this prayer, just to calm down just a little, I want you to just take a deep breath and just breathe in gently. Just breathe in. Hold it. And then just exhale slowly. Beloved presence, we recognize you as one power and one presence, active in our lives right here and right now. You are divine. You are wisdom. You are divine energy. You are not separate from us. You live within us. And today we open our hearts. We quiet our minds. We align ourselves with your truth, restore in us the awareness of your presence. Reignite the enthusiasm that comes from you. Let every word spoken and every heart listening be lifted, aligned, and transformed, and so it is. Repeat after me. God is in me right now. As I sensitize your understanding with a scripture, Nehemiah 8 and 10, it says, the joy of the Lord is your strength. Not the disappointments of life, not your bank account. Well, you know that do help now. Wait a minute. I mean, that counts. Okay. Woo! Let me just cancel that. But the peace of God is your strength. The joy of the Lord, the excitement of the Lord, the omnipresence of the Lord is your strength. And another scripture say, with joy we draw waters from the wells of salvation. And back in the church we say, if you don't have no joy, then you just got to leap for it. I ain't going to get y'all to start jumping up and leaping for joy. Maybe at the end, but not right now. And the thing is, with joy, is the word laughter is coming in there. And laughter maketh a merry heart. Don't be an old sourpuss. Don't be just so disheartening. Smile. It improves your face value. It does. The first thing people usually see on you is your face. And so your face value goes up when you smile. Even if you got on sunglasses and nobody can see your eyes, they can see your smile. So smile, because when you smile, you're radiating the joy of the Lord. You're letting everybody know that inside of me, there's this well of enthusiasm, of excitement about living itself, just about being here and being among other human beings. Not human doings, rushing through traffic and everything, but human beings. We're excited about that because joy is my strength. I'm starting to feel stronger just by a declaration of joy, just by a declaration that I am enthusiastic about life. And I am determined to spread that enthusiasm everywhere. I was getting really tired. I was getting really drained. And I said, wait a minute, something's happening, something happened. I am a high achiever. I'm an overachiever. I'm a type A person. I'm supposed to be doing something even greater than what I'm doing. And everybody expected me to do the same thing. But this enthusiasm is taking me to a whole nother place. Something is emerging. Something is emerging from all of us. There's something when we embrace the idea and the knowing that there's an essence in us that includes being enthusiastic, being passionate, and being fervent about our own lives and the lives of people around us. But you got to do you first. Say, do you, boo. Do you, boo. Yeah, you got to do you first and be excited about that. And then you could do what my friend Keisha said. Then you could go outside. But you got to go inside first. It's an inside job. And all that you are, all that you hope to be is inside of you. But it's a time now that we have to be radiators of joy, emanators of enthusiasm. Everybody's looking down, but I'm looking in. I'm not looking up. Some people say, well, I ain't waiting for the undertaker. I'm waiting for the upper taker. No, I'm going into where the inner taker is. So, and that's an eternal inward journey. And the journey never ends because we are here to express this power and this presence. No one's going to know that God is really good unless they see you. No one's going to know that this power and this presence can transform your life and can transform their lives until you do like Peter and John on the way to the gate beautiful, on the way to our prayer. And the man was begging for alms, and they said, look, silver and gold have I none, but look on us. In other words, just look at us. Just look. Ooh, turn and tell your neighbor, just look at me. Come on, just look at me. If you want to be excited and you want to be enthusiasm, you want to be on fire, you want to be inspired, look at me. Oh, one more time, say, just look at me. I see you. I see you. See, enthusiasm flows. This is when you are aligned. When you are aligned, your mind should be aligned in truth, your heart in faith, and action in purpose. When those line up, when your heart and your mind and your actions line up, that's when enthusiasm flows. You mean to tell me that all I got to do is get my heart right, just forgive everybody and love everybody? I'm starting to align. I was over on the wrong side of the street, driving the wrong way in traffic, but I'm getting on my other side. I'm getting where I'm supposed to be. Have you ever gone the wrong way in traffic? Well, if you did, you wouldn't be here. But I have gone down a one-way street the wrong way, but thank God nobody was on it but me. So when your mind is in truth, tell the truth. You know, when you tell a lie, you got to lie again to cover that lie. And you tell so many lies that you don't even remember what the truth really was. So now the truth of our being is that ye are gods, the sons and the daughters of the Most High. And this God lives in, through, and as you. Put your hand on yourself and say, God lives through, in, and as me. That's a bold statement, but I feel enthusiasm bursting through here. And the energy shows up. See, when you line up, the energy shows up. When you get in alignment, you going a little bit faster. You start speeding towards your destination and your goals. But you got to stay in alignment with God. You can't listen to outside voices. You can't listen to hearsay. You can't listen to propaganda or what the people say. You got to listen to what God is saying in, through, and as you. So step right up and have a Coke. Alignment. I was going to say something else. Alignment. A Coke. Alignment creates energy. So if you want to create energy, get in alignment. Now, we all know where we're out of alignment. You know, I don't know if you ever woke up and wasn't thinking right. Yeah. I mean, you ever went downstairs and forgot why you went downstairs, or you went upstairs and forgot? You out of alignment. You out of alignment. You got to think about, did you do your meditation and prayer, or did you just jump out of bed? Because sometimes when we jump out before we jump in, we're out of alignment. But every day, unless you align yourself with the power and the presence of God, everything outside of you will try to direct your path. But your path is directed from the inside. So sometimes we get out of alignment. And you know what else gets us misaligned? Is doubt, fear, and negativity. Doubt, fear, and negativity could get you all messed up. How many been all messed up? Well, maybe just me. But listen, I've been all messed up, all in negativity, all in doubt, listening to people that are doubtful. You ever listen to negative people? Well, you didn't intend to, but they dumped it on you so quick. You say, wait a minute, wait, that was negative. But you can't say anything. You just keep listening. So you become a dumping ground for other people's negativity, and then they go on to the beach. They got it out of them. Or my girlfriend Keisha was saying the other day, people try to trauma bond with you. Trauma bond. They got a problem, so they figure you've been going through something lately, so I'm going to call her because she going through something. She ain't really happy right now, so I'm going to call her. So misery loves company. But don't let people trauma bond with you. You are God in express, and they will pull you out of alignment. Negativity will stop you in your tracks, and you won't even know why you even went upstairs or downstairs. You don't even know where you are or what you're supposed to be doing, but negativity will take you out of alignment. Doubt. Remember doubting Thomas? Doubt. I don't know, I talk to some people, and one girl, she always say, well, I doubt that. I doubt that's going to happen. Well, I can't talk to you no more. Because you're full of doubt and unbelief, they first cousins. Unbelief and doubt is cousins. No, they ain't cousins, they sisters. Or they brothers. But doubt, it can mess you up because you listen to what might never happen, but with God, all things are possible. You got to let your God consciousness rise up. You got to let your God intuition rise up in the midst of negativity, in the midst of doubting. And then there's fear. Oh, honey, I used to be so fearful, I wouldn't even cut the lights out in my house. Something could get you even with the lights on. But fear, don't let fear grip your heart. Fear, it's the acronym, is false evidence that appears real. So fear, F-E-A-R, is false evidence that appears real. But today, we're going to interrupt doubt, we're going to interrupt fear, and we're interrupting negativity. There is a moratorium on fear, doubt, and negativity because we're getting back into alignment so we can be excited and enthusiastic. So I am enough. God is in me. Let's say this again. God is in me. God is with me. I am enough through God. I am enough through God as Gwen. No, say your name. Say your name. Let's just pause one more time. Beloved presence, we release fear right now. We release doubt right now. We return to the truth. We remember who we are. Energy, and we say yes to that awareness. If you're saying yes to being aligned, supported, and filled with divine energy, just say amen. Amen. I am aligned. I am supported. I am filled with divine energy. See, you got to tell yourself this. You got to remind yourself. And the lowest point of human existence is when we forget. You ever forgot something? Well, when you forget, you're going back all the way to the lowest form, like your animal-based nature, because you forgot. But when you remember who you are and whose you are and where you are and why you are and that you are, then you are in alignment. I am, say that to me, I am the righteousness of God. And I am complete in him or in her or in it. Now I covered everybody. I covered Pentecostal, I covered Science of Mind, and I covered Unity. Okay? And I covered Key. Okay, I am Key. That's it. I covered the Native American. Thank you very much. So you don't have to wait for enthusiasm because you all built it up just a few minutes ago. No matter what you're going through or what you're experiencing, you built up enthusiasm. When you align, enthusiasm automatically comes. In other words, enthusiasm is an energy. Once you believe that it is, it is. Once you believe that it is, it is. And once you believe that what it does it. And once you believe that you can have it, you got it. So enthusiasm is a divine energy within you. It's another, did you know all this energy was in you? It's just one energy, but it has multifaceted. It has everything you need is already in you. And once you're in alignment, the energy begins to flow. Your prosperity begins to flow. Your peace begins to flow. Your health begins to flow. I got this little Instagram thing that the man say, do it now. Do it now. That's all he says. Do it now. Do it. I said, what is he talking about? No, he's talking to me. Do it now. If I was thinking about getting up exercising, but I wasn't going to do it because I was kind of sleepy, and I turned my phone on and I heard the man say, do it now. Do it now. So now I'm doing it. But I see that was that enthusiasm has to well up in me to get up and begin to orchestrate and organize my day. If you don't organize your day and determine and speak and affirm that you're going to have an exciting, enthusiastic day, somebody will come and dump the negative stuff on you. And you have to say, cancel, 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 snip, snip. I want you to do that. Say, cancel, cancel, snip, snip. Yeah, you got to cancel that stuff and snip it out. And just let the people try to figure out what you're doing. Then you're going to have to tell them, well, you'll have to come to my school so I could teach you exactly why I'm doing what I'm doing. But enthusiasm is when you pray and when you give thanks and you move in faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. But faith is an action word. You got to move first, then the energy flow. In other words, tomorrow morning when you wake up, you're going to hear me saying, do it now. Do it now. Some of us have been sitting on something that we've been wanting to do, but we haven't done it. But if you want to lay in your bed for a little while longer and build up that enthusiasm, build up that excitement, you got to see yourself running up and down the stairs. Well, I'm not running yet, but I see myself running up and down my steps. I see myself playing golf. I ain't played yet, but I see myself doing it. And I've been looking in the mirror saying, you gonna be playing golf. You ain't gonna be good at first, as I'm telling myself. You're gonna tear up the golf course a little bit, like my sister said, gonna tear up the golf course, but you're gonna be playing. And you're gonna be good enough to go out there and play. I ain't saying I'm better than nobody, but I'm gonna be good enough to be out there. And I'm gonna have on a real cute I'm going to have on the golf outfit that's so cute, they're going to forget that I don't know how to play for real. That's enthusiasm. So I'm enthusiastic about the whole package. And I'll get to the professionalism a little bit later. But I got to do it now. I got to get out there. So if anybody want to donate me a golf ball to encourage me as a point of contact, just do it now. Do it now. Somebody might have a golf ball in their car. Just do it now. So move in faith. Act as if. Faith is act as if. Fake it till you make it. Like I said, I'm going out there in that golf course. I'm going to fake it till I make it. Now, my sister's a real good golf player, like a champ. I'm going to be walking with her. Like I'm second in command. Yeah, well, I'm beyond a caddy. I'm going to be like an instructor. She had a caddy, but I would be the instructor. See, the thing is, you got to project into not the future, but the present. The most important moment in your life is this one right here. The fact that you didn't know that you had enthusiasm on the inside of you, and it's not something that, it's not a course you take in college, it's something you radiate from the inside, knowing that God lives in you, and you believe that this energy is effervescent and overflowing. You got this. Turn to you got this. Turn to your neighbor. When you start moving, clarity comes. Peace comes and energy arises, but it starts with me. Nobody can make me be enthusiastic. I had to be enthusiastic. Nobody could bring joy to your life. Nobody could bring happiness to your life. You gotta be it. When you be it, you'll see it. And then you gotta see it within yourself. You gotta see it like Michael Jackson saw. Did y'all go see the movie? That's another subject. Anyway. Listen, Michael Jackson said, I'm looking at the man in the mirror. I'm hoping he would change his ways. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make that change. See, we got to look at the man in the mirror inside of ourselves and make that change. If we want to make the world a better place, it starts with us. It starts with being excited about what you're doing. You know, when you're out gardening or when you're working your job, be excited about working your job. I double dare you to walk in there on Monday morning and say, I'm excited. I'm enthusiastic, so be enthusiastic. Tell your coworkers, they'll probably say, take her home. But you got to begin to take agency over your own life, over your own joy, and over your own happiness. So just repeat after me. I am aligned. God is within me. I'm aligned with truth. And all is working together for my good. I'm going to close with the unity prayer, and then I'm going to call Dawn for our meditation. Okay? Let us return to prayer. Beloved presence, we thank you. We thank you for the reminder that we are never separated from you. Thank you that your life flows through us. Your power strengthens us. Your wisdom guides us. We leave this moment aligned. We leave this moment energized. We leave this moment aware that everything we need is already in us. We walk in faith, we move in purpose, and we trust that this divine enthusiasm is working together always for our good, and so it is.